Hey, welcome to The Explainer. Today we're going to pull back the curtain on the amazing science behind one of the most important inventions ever. We're talking about the electric generator.
All right, so let's just jump right in. Have you ever wondered about this? It almost feels like magic, right? But nope, it's pure science, and we're going to break it all down for you step by step.
Okay, first things first, let's get the big idea down. A generator is basically a machine that does this incredible energy swap. It takes mechanical energy, the energy of movement, and transforms it into electrical energy.
So, the secret sauce, the real magic behind all of this, is a scientific principle called electromagnetic induction. It sounds complicated, but it's not. This was figured out by the brilliant scientist Michael Faraday, and it's the key to everything. The whole idea is just this. If you move a magnet near a wire, you can actually make electricity flow. That's it.
And you know what's wild? The recipe for making electricity is super simple. You only need three things. First, a magnet, which gives you that magnetic field. Second, a coil of wire, which is like a highway for the electricity. And third, you need motion. You got to get something spinning. Put them together, and boom, you've got electricity.
So picture this. That wire is packed with these tiny invisible particles called electrons. They're just kind of hanging out. But when that magnet moves past, its magnetic field acts like a little nudge, a push that gets all those electrons moving together, all in the same direction. And that coordinated flow, well, that's exactly what an electric current is. It's just a powerful stream of energy.
Okay, so we've got the recipe. But how do you put these ingredients together to build an actual machine? Well, let's take a look under the hood. We're going to break down the anatomy of a generator and focus on its two most important parts.
First up, we've got the rotor. And hey, its name kind of gives it away, right? Its one and only job is to rotate, to spin. This is the part that's the magnet. And as it whirls around, it creates that powerful, moving magnetic field that we need to get things going.
And wrapped right around that spinning rotor is the stator. Now, if the rotor rotates, the stator, well, it stays still. It's stationary. And what is it? It's basically a whole bunch of copper wire coiled up perfectly, just waiting to catch that moving magnetic field from the rotor.
And here it is. This is where the magic happens. The rotor spins, its magnetic field sweeps past the stator's wires, and with every single pass, that field cuts right through the wire coils. That's the push that gets the electrons moving and generates an electric current. It's that simple, continuous dance between the rotor and stator that's at the heart of literally every generator out there.
But get this, did you know that generators can actually make two different types of electricity? It's true. And the secret isn't really in the spinning part, it's all about how the electricity gets out of the machine.
So you've probably heard of these: alternating current, or AC, and direct current, or DC. With AC, the electrons are constantly switching direction, flowing back and forth. That's the kind of power in our homes, in the wall outlets, because it's way better for sending power over long distances. Then you've got DC. With DC, the electrons are much more disciplined. They just march in one steady, straight line. Think about the power you get from a battery. That's DC.
So how do you make AC power? Well, it's all about a cool little component called slip rings. See, as the generator's coil spins, the current it makes naturally wants to alternate its direction. The slip rings are designed to just let that happen. They let the current flow right on out, keeping that back and forth motion perfectly intact.
But what if you want that steady DC power? For that, you need a really clever device called a split-ring commutator. You can think of it like a super-fast, smart switch. Right at the exact moment the current is about to flip directions, the commutator flips the connection instead. This little trick cancels out the change and forces all those electrons to keep flowing in that one single direct path.
All right, so now we know how they work. The next big question is, where do we actually find these incredible machines? And the answer is pretty simple: absolutely everywhere.
Think about the power that lights up our cities. That comes from gigantic generators inside power plants. They use the incredible force of super hot steam to spin these massive turbines, and those turbines are connected to the generator's rotor, cranking out enormous amounts of electricity.
Or how about a hydroelectric dam? Instead of steam, they use the raw power of falling water. The water comes rushing through, spinning a huge turbine that, you guessed it, is hooked up to a generator. And just like that, the power of a river becomes clean electricity for us to use.
You've seen those giant wind turbines on the horizon, right? Well, every single one of them is basically a generator standing on a really tall stick. The wind pushes the blades spin the rotor inside that big box at the top, and bingo! The movement of the air gets turned into electrical energy.
And of course, we're not just talking about massive ones. There are those smaller, portable generators we see all the time. They use a little gas or diesel engine to do the spinning, and they're perfect for giving us power on a construction site, out on a camping trip, or, as a lifesaver when the power goes out at home.
Here's one that might surprise you. You've got a generator in your car. Yep, it's called an alternator, and it's hooked up to the engine. So while you're driving, the engine is spinning the alternator, which is constantly making electricity to keep your battery charged and to power your radio, your lights, all of it.
Whew, okay, we have covered a lot of ground. So let's pause and boil this all down to the 5 most important things you need to remember.
All right, let's nail this down. Number 1, the main job of a generator is to turn motion energy into electrical energy. Simple as that. Number 2, the science trick that makes it all possible is called electromagnetic induction. Number 3, the 2 superstar parts are the spinning magnet, the rotor, and the stationary wires, the stator. Number 4, they can make 2 flavors of current, right? AC, which is alternating, and DC, which is direct. And finally, number 5. These things are the unsung heroes of our world. They're hiding in plain sight, powering just about everything we do.
So there you have it. That is how you turn a simple spin into a powerful spark. Thanks so much for joining us on this explainer. And as always, keep on asking those big questions.